happiness, being happy, finding your own happiness is really not like impossible. I feel like people think it's harder than it actually is. And finding your happiness, really what you really need to do to be able to find your happiness is be yourself. I mean, it's self-explanatory. You just have to be yourself, live your life, and make decisions for yourself. Welcome to Driving Vibing. What's the vibe today? Today I want to talk about finding your happiness. Right? Yeah, let's do it. I think this is very important because I feel like in today's day and age, there are a lot of people in today's age. Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotions people are experiencing. There's a lot of people who don't really understand or know how to navigate them. And I feel like there's still somewhat of a negative connotation on the fact that people ask for help. So like if you were to ask for help, I feel like people think that's frowned upon. It really shouldn't be. You should ask for help if you need it. If you need help, it's okay to ask for help. Like talking to friends, family, even talking to a therapist, somebody who's like professionally certified is such a valuable tool to help you move forward and push forward and help you navigate these emotions. And I mean, I just can't even stress enough how important I think just being able to get things off your chest is. And I know from experience, I never used to tell anybody anything for any reason, and it used to just build up until it exploded, and like inside of me, and that would obviously I would just like yell at other people. Of course, I would take it out on other people, and you just don't want that. And you typically take it out on the people who are closest to you. Okay, and happiness has a lot to do with all of this. So I think it's very important to kind of find your happiness, and I think it's important for everybody to kind of be their own person. So there's a lot of people who aren't happy. And I've seen stories, I've read stories, I've talked to people. They're not necessarily happy. They are happy, but they're not at the point of happiness that they want to be. And they, talking to these people or hearing about these stories and whatnot, is what I'm finding is a recurring theme is that these people typically aren't making decisions for themselves. They're doing what other people want. They don't really go with I'm having a hard time explaining this, putting this in the words. They're not making decisions for themselves. I mean, that's basically what I'm trying to say. So they'll try to be what people want them to be. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez Louise, my brain. They're trying to be what everybody else wants them to be. They're not setting out to be what they want to be or who they want to be. So they're kind of letting other people mold who they are as opposed to molding that person themselves. An example would be, let's say we're not going to talk about a job. Job's a little difficult. Let's say you have friends and family and you're always saying yes to them. Like, you'll do this, you'll do that. And even though it's putting a damper in your own personal time, and maybe maybe you scheduled time for you to enjoy a hobby of yours, but something comes up, somebody asks you for help or something, and you say yes to that person. It's okay to say no. Nobody's going to hold anything over your head for you having a life, right? It's okay to say no to people. And saying no to people is part of being yourself, part of, making decisions for yourself to help yourself out, to improve your overall well-being, your happiness. It is very important to say no to people sometimes to help benefit yourself, right? To improve your happiness. So I think it's important to kind of make sure that you are making decisions for yourself. You're saying no sometimes when you need to. Of course, I'm not saying don't help people out, but you have to enjoy hobbies, right? You have to enjoy your hobbies. You have to seek out your own happiness. You have to be your own person, not who other people want you to be. You have to be who you want to be. If you have anything to add, let me know. Let's get this conversation started in the comments here. If you like what you heard, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. I hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.